Hi, this is Kristen here. Welcome to the process video, and today I'm working on 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life, and this is sketch number 15, and it's a double page layout. So I'm going to be using Pretty Little Studios, Hey Summer, and I decided I'm definitely going to try to do a double page layout. I actually, for most of the sketches that came out this month, I really tried to do all of them double page if I could, if I had enough pictures for it. If I did not, then I usually will pull from one side or the other. So anyways, I've had this Hey Summer collection for a little while, and just hadn't pulled it out yet to use it. So anytime I'm doing these like sketches or challenges, I always will try to pull different collections out that I hadn't either had a chance to really do anything with, or they've just been kind of sitting there neglected. I really did not get this collection that long ago. Now, this particular collection came out a while ago. I don't know if it was last summer, if it would have been before that. I just saw it on the Pretty Little Studio website and really liked it. So I decided I'm going to use this polka dotted paper and then the sand dollar paper. So I'm just cutting these down in strips because to me it looked like in the sketch you had two rectangular strips going down the center, as well as like a scallop kind of border on either side. Looked like there were maybe some like border strips down at the bottom. Like, I don't know if it was supposed to be like leftover strips from like your branding strips or whatever, but I didn't end up doing that. So I really like this sand dollar paper. I just thought that was so cute. So, and the colors worked really well together. And I decided I'm just going to do it on white cardstock. So again, I'm not usually a double page layout person. I don't know what it is. I think it's just easier to kind of do single page because, you know, a double page, I always feel like I have to be spread out with it because I kind of like the pages next to each other as I'm working on them. But I think they're wonderful for trying to get more pictures documented, a little bit more bang for your buck. And so I decided to use this rainbow paper as my scallop paper. And I will cut away the white from around the rainbows, so because I did want to edge distress the rainbows a little bit. So I'm liking how that's looking, but I decided I didn't like the fact that the papers that I had picked out were blending in with the white background. So I end up pulling out 49 Market ink. This is in Summer Sky. And I'm just going to kind of do a border around kind of where those strips of paper are going to be. I don't end up doing the scallop piece because you don't have white really on the scallop piece. So I felt like that stuck out from behind the background, from, you know, at least stuck out to where it wasn't blending in with the background. So. And I like that look much better. I felt like then it called more attention to the papers and they weren't getting so lost. And the pictures I'm documenting are actually of my oldest son. We were vacationing in Florida with my parents, and so he would have been, I think his younger brother was about 1 at the time, so he would have been right around 5. So obviously pictures that have been needing to be documented for a while. So I'm just going to start getting everything adhered down. And then I'm just kind of peeling up those rainbow pieces just to kind of give them a little bit more dimension. I did go around and edge distress the rectangular pieces as well, just to kind of give them a little bit more dimension. And then I definitely decided I wanted to back the photographs with something to kind of stick out from the background. So I had this kind of bluish paper that matched the paper from Pretty Little Studio pretty well, the blue paper in it. And so I decided to do a really thin border with that. Just enough to kind of help the pictures maybe stand out a little bit. I did consider doing a double border, or double mount. I like that Hey Summer banner in the middle, and then that splash zone I thought was perfect because he was sitting there at the edge of where the tide was coming up, and he was splashing and throwing sand, being a little boy. I pull in some flower pieces down at the bottom here, as well as an umbrella, and I'm going to pull in a little starfish up there just to kind of get that splash zone to kind of pop out a little bit. And then I've went off screen, glued that all down, and then I'm going to start working on the second page. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go around and get some summer sky ink on here just to give a little bit more attention to that background paper. Or I mean the rectangular paper. I'm going to get the scallop piece put down. I was just trying to match that up to make sure I kind of had the pieces kind of where they're supposed to be. I realized that this one needed to be moved over a little bit, so I wanted to add a little bit more ink and get it moved over a little bit. And then I went ahead and picked out all the ephemera off screen. So I didn't want the video to get too long, so I ended up doing that sunshine state of mind in the middle, added a little jellyfish, some pants, like swimming trunks, and then kept it pretty simple there. And so here are both the pages together, and then I'll also show you a shot of the first one. So here's the first one. I thought it turned out really cute. I will include the information down below for the Facebook group as well as the YouTube playlist so that you can go check out others who are playing along. And I appreciate you for coming by to watch another process video.